The show was not fair. Man, thank God my wife is a smart person. She flowed him like to the ground. His mode of moderating, but the it is none of anybody's business in a topic that involves Cindy and Sheebah to bring other people. It was obvious. He shut the show. She was asked a question, she asked a question back, and that was it. She never answered it. But when Cindy tried, actually she answered the question, but I mean the intellectual ability to dissect the answer was lacking. I am not there for the opponent, unfortunately. Whether they are feeling unpleasant or they are feeling pleasant is none of my business. I'm there for my wife.
Prince.
Nyo.
Katusoka tukuliseeyo omuguli gye muva.
Kireka abantu bo interview nga banjawulo nnyo kubanga nze buli lwojja ne interview nze answer zange nyimpi oleka mike ng'olinda nze songerako.
Okay. Let's start with obadde kugundi ku television emu ng'owerekeddeko omukyala. How was it? Gogirabye otya? How was the fairness, the everything nga bwe kigenze? Omwami okirabye otya?
Kigambo fairness tekyandikozesezebwawo. Why?
Why do you say kigambo fairness? Because fena balabi tubali tulowooza tekibadde fair.
Okulowooza nti kibadde fair tekitegeeza nti kiri fair. You can have an opinion on something but does not change the fact that that thing is or not. Okitegeere kati era oba osinzidde ku bintu bingi nnyo naye simanyi oba show wagirabye but nze mu opinion yange the show was not fair. Ne bw'oyagala nsobola okuleeta eyo show ne tugidissecting one by one nenkulaga why it was not fair. Yeah, so yeyo ndowooza yange.
Just a little bit tugende mukawo nga ogambye mbuno biki byolonzeemuko because abantu bali ku social media abantu complaining about the moderator nti already abadde yalaze side nga yatekinze in ba opponent wamwe nga mulaga nti yali ku side buki obwo bumulumulu gwe bwolinamu.
Nze nga bwe nalabye his mode of questioning, number one, his mode of moderating badde siya bwenkanya boba kyensobola ogamba kubanga for example excuse me, for example, every time Sheebah is asked a question, yeah, he yengaye actually lets when Sheebah is asked a question, yeah, he lets her be as brief or as the way she wants to answer it. When Cindy is asked a question, he does follow-up questions. That already shows unfairness. Yes, he does follow-up questions. And then as a psychologist, you can see the first question he asked is that it was a question that was open-ended, but it is also a question that is suggesting inferiority. Cindy gwenga gwe kiki ennyo kyolowooza kyoyimba ekiri kyanjawulo ku Sheebah byayimba. But man, thank God my wife is a smart person. She flowed him like to the ground. Era nebigambo nebimukala mukamwa nga tasobola kuddamu. Yeah, and then if you saw question Wisdom Kaije yabuziza, there is no way you can ask a person to name people without talent that have done an empire, and I give you people with talent that have no empire. It is none of anybody's business in a topic that involves Cindy and Sheebah to bring other people. Okitegera kyengamba. Tosobola gamba nti gwe okoze emyaka bwe giti mawulire kati mbulira banamawulire abayina bye bakozeewo n'abatayina. Why is it important for this show?
Me against you at your yes.
Yeah. So olina okugamba nti nze nkusinga kino nkusinga kino, not ate teekamu abalala. For what? Why do you want to name names? That's a very childish and uncalled for question. And then nachiremerako. And then when Sheebah evaded the question, he shut the show. It was obvious. He shut the show. She was asked a question, she asked a question back, and that was it. She never answered it. But when Cindy tried, actually she answered the question, but I mean the intellectual ability to dissect the answer was lacking. It's not that she didn't answer. So it was a fault on their side. The turbines were too slow. The water was flowing too fast. You know, so...
Praise. Okay. The water was flowing too fast and the turbines were too slow to handle the flow.
So the electricity generated was glitching.
Okay. Then the moment when you appeared on stage, was it a planned move?
There was
Did you and Cindy plan this?
No, there was no planned move. No planned move. Is it illegal? Is it unconstitutional? So why ask if it was a planned move?
Wakirowoozezaamu nti mugenda kuleetera opponent wammwe okufiiringa unpleasant mu kifo.
I am not there for the opponent, unfortunately. Whether they are feeling unpleasant or they are feeling pleasant is none of my business. I'm there for my wife. So I have no opponent in my mind when I'm doing this. I'm doing it for my wife.
Wakoze ebiruma abayaayi.
No. Saakoze ebiruma abayo. Babyabalumye ebyo byabo. Nakoze ebisanyusa mukyala wange. Yes, to show her support. Oba byabalumye ebyo byabwe, they should not blame it on me. Because I'm not responsible for what you feel out of my actions. No.
You meet a baby.
Yampise baby.
Ogwe. Nawe noda tuwaji baby.
Wanji mami.
Praise.
But truthfully, it wasn't a planned move. Nze, because I know my wife, and I'd been watching the show Najirabye from the beginning. Because when she came in, I came in with her. Yeah. So Narabye, the way the unfairness was going on, nze naze just kumubongako kumugamba, you're handling it well. Just calm down, keep going. Nemwakne kuchupa ya mazi anyweko. That's it. It wasn't a planned move. It was just out of a connection with Jutina. I can know that, you know, she needs some encouraging words. So nze chenarabye, because there was so much, you know, loudness and so much nga just basically embeera eriwo ku stage naye yeetaaga omuntu amukakanya kubanga it was very unfair.
The only person at that time it was you.
Era nze narabye nga I'm the only person who can try to, you know, encourage her.
You olimu arts industry, was this called for gundi eno gye babawadde press conference NSMB, was it called for?
Yes and no. Yes, for them to do damage control. Yeah.
Which damage control?
Yeah, dude. Olaba Titanic ya sinking, n'abagenda okugidambula ne basinkinga the other day at Victoria. Kati baade balina okufunayo amalobo agajjayo emirambo. Okitegeera. So that is the yes for this show. And of which they did terrible. In my opinion, I'm constitutionally allowed to give my opinion. So yes, in my opinion, I think the damage control became damage in itself. Yeah, because no muntu abadde alina okola damage control was swallowed and tebyabadde birungi. In my opinion, anyway, ombuziza, me, I'll give you my opinions. These opinions are not yours, they are not for this channel, they are mine. Why I say no is because at this stage of the battle, it was unnecessary. It was really unnecessary because they would have been doing better things. Because really it didn't add much value to the battle as the first interview. Yeah, I guarantee you that for sure.
Previous days you came out noyambako okufuula essimu novayo okulaga, but abantu abamu tekyabasanyusa, and we really wanted to okunoonyako by that time ne tugamba naye kasooke tulindemuko tujja kunoonyako later. Otunnyonnyola ebintu bino ebyessimu byali bitya, ogijjawa kuba wawulira omulanga wadduka very fast?
No, olaba ekyo kintu kya simu. Incidentally, I was in Arua nali for some family affairs and era mbadde naakakomawo. I didn't even know Sheebah was in town, to be honest. Kati nze abaana bankubira ne baŋŋamba mbu abaana abayaaye babbye essimu ya Sheebah. Nagamba bagibbye Arua nga tuli ku show biki. Then I'm like, nabaŋŋamba genda online. So I go online. First thing I saw is an inbox, Facebook. Guy, waliwo guy asindi. I don't even know the person. It's like, yo, we took Sheebah's phone because she insulted our in-law. Nengamba, this thing is going to take a wrong direction. Very wrong direction. Oyo muntu nemubuuza, do you really know who has the phone? Paka nalyo tanziramu. Nenkuba yesimu because I know people in Arua. So nenkuba yesimu to a few people to find out who was the show organizer. So they tell me the show organizers, there were two guys. And these are people I know. People I know closely, We've done a lot of things together from childhood and stuff. So I'm like, I call the first guy, his phone is off. I call the second guy, his phone is off. I'm like, who do I look for at this moment? There are some radio presenters who are close to these people. So actually one of them is my cousin. So I call him, I'm like, Andy, where are these guys? Can you find them? He's like, let me try. He tries, couldn't reach them. I'm like, so the phone was stolen, and the way I see it, this thing is going to take a wrong direction. We need to do damage control. One, as the Lugwara people, this is going to be bad on us. As a rural city, this is bad for us. But we need to find a way to bring that phone back to the owner, and we do some damage control. So he tells me, let me try and see. Then he gets back to me and says, no, these people, their phone's off. I've been to this guy's home, he's not there. I've been to this guy's home, he's not there. I'm like, who was there? Who else was the service provider? He's like, Kim Naz was the MC. I jump on a call with Kim Naz, and I'm like, Kim Naz, who was the provider for security? He's like, Manager Simple. I jump on the call with Manager Simple. I'm like, guys, we have a terrible situation. We need to get this phone, not just for me, not just for you, not for you, the promoters, but for everybody in Arua, to redeem our name. I mean, we are very respectable people in many regards. We Lugwara people are, loving people. We shouldn't be painting this picture. So we jumped the whole day, back and forth. That's also I go to meet Jesse, who's from Sheebah camp. He stayed back.
A driver.
Yeah, we
So you met Jesse?
Yes, I did.
I know the reason I'm asking you this, there is a one lady who came out na kola video nga trashinga everything chewaliokoze ni chewaliokoze, and I got surprised Salvador nava na kuolereza giving the facts and Mushema naye nava na kuolereza. That's why nkubuuza, did you meet Jesse?
Yes, I did meet Jesse. Whatever. Sometimes, people find it hard to swallow the bitter pill, which I totally respect. I don't know who that lady is. She doesn't know who I am, and I've never met her. So I don't know on what grounds. Well, Mushema called me and actually told me about some snippets of the video, and I just laughed. I'm like, you know what, let her be. Because let me tell you, and I'll say this without fear of contradiction, if we take that phone back where we got it from, and you say you're going to follow the police file,
you will never find a trace of it.
Where that phone was got from, even if you put the best CID. You see, Salvador was very right, and people do not know what he's saying. Dude, those guys, I kid you not, where that phone was, even if you try to use SFC, even if you use CMI, you'd never recover that phone. That I guarantee. Oh my dear. Forget it. But no, honestly, I really would like to appreciate everybody that put hands together. And let me tell you, Sheebah's team has a gem of a man in Jesse. No, for real. I've met him. I've not met other people in her team, but that man, they should give him some more respect if they're not giving him enough. They really, even if they're giving him respect, they should up it. They should up it. I wouldn't want to go blabbing about, the details, but Manager Simple, Jesse, Kim Naz, and of course my cousin Andy and a lot of other people that really helped to trace that phone. And of course, Mushema was telling me, was it Mushema? No, somebody, I don't know who. Many times the saga kutundia negative vibe. Yeah? So I think somebody was telling me, texted me saying that I am the thief. Why am I apologizing if I'm not the thief? And I don't reply such things. But my apology wasn't a one-on-one to say, like, not because I stole the phone. My apologies was on behalf of my people, the shame that, and the hurt that somebody among my people caused another person, because I don't want the Lugwara people to be looked at that way. I'm a very proud Lugwara, and I always try to, raise the flag of Lugwara people all over the world as the best people I know. So that was the essence of my apology. So somebody insulting me that I'm a thief, and there was actually a lady on TV who made that comment. I have the clip, but it's ignorance in people that you can't do away with. Once when a person is ignorant and they think they know, you let them be. So I did it for my people, basically, not so much for Sheebah, but so much for my people and the image, and the image of my people. That is it. But the hunt for that phone was like a movie. It was like Mission Impossible, to be honest. It was got from the darkest parts of Arua. Yeah. They demanded ransom and all that, and thank God, negotiations went back and forth. Yeah, but those guys had taken that phone too far. They'd even removed the SIM card.
On Sheebah's behalf, for me, I would thank you for what you did. Because
yeah, for sure, I had the privilege and I had all the rights to say Tebinkwata Kobambiye Sim, So even if I was in Kampala and I had that news, I would have made calls back home. For real. It's not out of anything, but just out of, respect for my people. And I also know many times how much phones mean to us, so also try to help another human being, That was it.
Ngatumaliriza. Chiche tuba tusubira mu show ogojetekekedde tunakulabako ku stage.
Nze siri muyimbi mundeke.
Surprise bwotukuba olumu ne tutiyamu kati akaleero ko tukubye ku show.
Kati ate bwe nkugamba inaaba surprise ate. Bobo ne wanna Bobo gamba surprise.
Vuga speed.
Kamba vuge mwatuddemu yaki. Mulinye y'amagye.
Tweyaziza nnyo katubagalize sheddungi.
Amina sebo. Amina ne musubire ebyakabi. Show egenda kuba yakabi. For sure. Show is bagamba batya. Is a trailblazer teberangayo. Yeah, forget about the old competition. Yabanene abadiwo naye this one is different.
Abantu abayimbi abamu okwejjirayo ebiso. Bade tulaba olaba olinga je ekisa kifumita munnati ogamba kyoneta mwagala.
Nensubira eno ejja kubeera very clear, ejja kuba abantu bajje banyumirwe. It will be a nice show kubanga I see that side gyemmanyiko yeno yange. They have put in the work. So it's going to be a beautiful show. Era mujje munyumire music.
One last question. If you wake up one day ng'onoonya character ey'okuteeka mu movie naye nga that character ogiraba mu Sheebah, would you give her that role?
Absolutely. Ate lwaki nedda? Nze njimuwa. Man, let her execute it. Bw'agituulamu, yeah, that's it. Nze si... My art is not okusosola. My art is about ability. If you can sit in the role and execute it, sikwinaako obuzibu. Nze anyone who can sit in a role and execute it, I would give it to them. Sikwinaako obuzibu.